This is a big episode of Around the Bush. We're going to talk about the announcement of Naruto Storm Connections, but there's also news on the Kakarot DLC. A lot of stuff happened on EVO. There's a lot of fighting game news. So we're going to go through it all in today's edition of Around the Bush. Hello everybody and welcome. It is Around the Bush o'clock. My name is Globku. I'm here with Rene. How's it going today?
Yo, doing fine. Yesterday was tough, as we were going to discuss later in this episode. Naruto Storm Connections has been announced, and man, I just came back from the gym. I was ready to take a bath and just a shower, not a bath. Take a shower, cook some food, and all of a sudden, Sony throws a curveball.
Yeah.
It's like Naruto Connections. What?
Hello. Here it is.
We're Seems like we gotta work.
Yes, we'll talk about the announcement. I have made a video on it, but we'll go through all the little details. There's a website that we can look at with a lot of extra info that maybe wasn't covered on that video. Because that video, I was making that video and information was just dropping. I kept doing like pickups, voice line pickups. Like, oh, okay, actually, we do know the price. Yeah, we do know that more characters are coming. Anyway. We don't always do this, but we're going to save this news for last. I know that's what everybody does. Like, they clickbait you with a piece of news and leave it for last. In this case specifically, we can get through everything else pretty quick, but we want to stay here as long as possible. So that is the plan. The plan
is a lot to say.
Yeah, there's a lot to say. So the plan is to go through all the news that happened this week and save connections for last. And we're going to start with Kakarot. Because Kakarot got some official screenshots. Last week we talked about the V-Jump scans. And now we got some HD screens already. Look at this boss fight.
Oh, yeah, man.
This is gameplay right here. This is gameplay right here. We're going to have some grounded gameplay on Kakarot. And what do you think regarding release dates? Because this is moving fast.
It's as was discussed last week. It's looking like they're just putting out content for this game. And it is exciting. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep this up, though. Like, we just got Bardock DLC, where I'm guessing this is going to come probably during March. It is really soon, and you know, it gets me excited, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep this up. I cannot see this team just releasing a new DLC every 2-3 months. It's kind of crazy, because again, this is a proper DLC, and with this one in specific, we're still speculating, but it does seem like we're going to get grounded fighting in this game, and it's something new that hasn't been done yet.
True.
So they're changing stuff. It just seems too close to the first one. It is crazy.
So with the Bardock DLC, they started with the jump scans. They threw the screenshots. The next week, they threw a trailer, which was just a combat trailer. And then they threw the big trailer. And then Bardock came out the following week. So there's like a month of promotion here. I think we get a date on the Dragon Ball game show, the Battle Hour, which is next weekend. So not tomorrow, but next week there's a Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. They're gonna, it's a big live stream, lasts the whole weekend, celebrating all kinds of Dragon Ball games. There's the Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Finals, which, by the way, breaking news, LCQ will not be streamed. What the hell?
What was that decision, by the way?
Okay.
I don't...
Sure?
I don't get it.
No, not at all. It's always like the stream that does the best in the game, in the Battle Hour. It's always Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's the stream that has the best numbers. And for some reason, they're like, we're gonna stream some card games. Anyway, Kakarot, that's exciting. I think we get a date next week. And I think the DLC comes out in March. I think that's it.
I see Azure in chat saying, I fear this DLC is going to be short. I'm going to be honest, if it is, I don't mind that. As long as it's like very, let's say you have like 8 fights with some random stuff in the middle. If all the fights are like specific ground-based fighting that is already different from the main game, I don't mind that. Like, as long as they deliver something new, something different. And honestly, man, just looking at this boss fight, this is what I love about Kakarot. The boss fights have been... I'm gonna be, and maybe I'm pushing it a bit too far, but I think the boss fights.
Oh, nice.
I think the boss fights in Kakarot have probably been one of my favorite things to do in any Dragon Ball game so far. Which is
Renee, you are my father,
I
you know
have
that,
played a
right?
lot. I still don't know.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the DNA test back. Yeah, so you're saying basically it's
Definitely
not
possible.
about the size, it's about how you use it.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we know where you stand on that argument. Next, let's talk fighting games. Mortal Kombat 12 is coming out this year. Kinda confirmed, semi-confirmed. So I'm gonna let you guys take this one, because with all the Naruto stuff, I haven't even had time to read this but it seems like a very funny series of events.
Look, and this is
funny.
this comes in us speaking about how leaks are bad for a video game. You have a whole marketing plan, and whenever someone leaks something, it throws that out the window. And the reason why you have a marketing plan is because people who know the market, people who understand what is needed to be done for the game to succeed, made a plan. We're going to talk about that in Storm Connections, because it's a big point on that one. On this one, it is super weird because the leak comes from, I believe, the CEO of WB
Yeah, is it a
Warner
leak?
Brothers.
If it's the literal CEO, isn't it
It's
like a
like-
secondhand announcement, if anything?
Yeah,
And
it is kind
what's-
of an official announcement, but it was not a planned one, so it just sucks.
Yeah, and it's weird because like Ed Boon has been so Ed Boon is the person at the top responsible for Mortal Kombat and Injustice. Ed Boon has been so specific on, obviously we're working on Mortal Kombat. We'll show it when it's ready. We'll show our next game when it's ready. And he's been so right about that. Like, it doesn't want to announce anything before it's too they have something that is enough. And then comes the CEO and says, yeah, we have Mortal Kombat planned for this year as well. What? Come on, man.
Like, confirmed, actually, the release date, too. Like, the release year.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it. Like, we've known Mortal Kombat 12 was in the works, but like, he literally comes out and says, yeah, we also have Mortal Kombat for this year. What a crazy situation. What a crazy situation. I'm sure Ed Boon is bummed out by this.
Mortal Kombat 12 coming out this year, and it hasn't even been announced yet. They probably have like a really short, a really tight, and aggressive marketing plan for that. Like, imagine how long ago have we known about Street Fighter 6? And that's coming out in June. So if this game is coming out a few months later, like, imagine all the marketing for Street Fighter 6 condensed into just a few months. It's going to be interesting. I don't think a Mortal Kombat has ever had that, like, short of a turnout.
And it's a bit scary. And one thing that I think
MK11
about...
was 4 months? No, it wasn't. I feel like we knew about... Right? We knew about MK11 for longer.
Yeah.
It was 4 months? Okay, so I guess it's the same plan again. Okay.
Yeah, but was it announced 4 months before?
I guess that is what they're saying.
Anyway, I think, and hopefully I'm wrong. It's just with Tekken, and I think Tekken is coming this year, right? Nothing confirmed, but
No,
I think Tekken is coming this
I
year.
don't think Tekken has a date.
Yeah, but it will probably come this year. Street Fighter coming this year. Street Fighter is just popping off with news.
No, it was announced in December. Game Awards 2018 came out in April. So it was 4 months. Chad is right.
Okay.
Chad is 100% right.
Okay, well, yeah, well, and honestly, it's Mortal Kombat. It's one of the most successful franchises. It's still a bit scary considering that Street Fighter and Tekken have been pushing, and even Tekken looks really good. Street Fighter looks like it's going to be one of the best fighting games of all time. So Mortal Kombat has a tough situation here.
Oh, yeah.
That said, it has its own public.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat, much like Nintendo, just does its own thing, and it kind of works. So they can live outside of this realm. Because they've been doing a lot of the stuff that Street Fighter and a lot of Japanese games are doing now, Mortal Kombat has been doing it for ages.
Yeah.
You know, the rollback netcode, the solid, all the game modes, the fan service, the story mode, like, they've been doing it. The thing is, like, people just don't like the fighting systems as much, but you look at the sales and it's like, yeah, okay, this game is the most casual friendly game ever. It's the most casual appealing game ever. So they don't have to change anything to just
Yeah,
to
it's-
be like, yo, pro players, look at our fighting game. Like they don't have to care.
Yeah, all the violence involved, I think, puts this game on a lot of people's radars too. One thing concerns me though, and I don't know, this is kind of related because it's Warner Brothers. Have you seen the stuff related to Suicide Squad and how that game is going to be monetized?
No.
Because the way it is, and I'm going to put this briefly, but it is a $70 game with a very offensive monetization system.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they did with MK11, and they've always kind of like gotten around it by being like, okay, it's all optional stuff. Like, we're gonna give you maybe some costumes, the easy fatality stuff. Like, okay, that's what you can buy. So like, Mortal Kombat has always been pretty good at like, yeah, okay, Warner, we'll do the thing you want, but always put that in places where it just doesn't bother the player at all. And they keep doing like the full price game, the season pass with characters and all of that. That's my expectation for this too. Rocksteady maybe not as good as like directing that.
Exactly, that's another issue. And the thing is, Suicide Squad looks like a very fun game that definitely had some push from the company itself, saying we need to monetize this. How well the team handled that, or how well they were allowed to handle that, is the problem. Ed Boon definitely has more power than what Rocksteady has over their decisions, but still worries me because Suicide Squad actually looks like a very fun game that will not be successful due to their marketing decisions in terms of like mechanics, and it's a $70 game too. Like, what the fuck?
I was not expecting a third-person shooter. I am kind of a little less hyped. But we will see.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, moving on.
Mortal Kombat and Injustice 3 as well. Don't forget.
True. Mortal Kombat announced. Also, this is pretty small. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle is going to have a beta test between Xbox and Windows. So, yeah, there's a beta coming out March 2nd through March 5th to all players. So, including online matches, but all modes including tutorial, episode mode, and more. So BBTag, testing Xbox. What's the point? I don't know. BBTag, I guess.
Yeah, just probably just, testing. This is between Xbox and PC. Yeah, I guess just testing stuff out for the game. The game is going to come out on Game Pass. Yeah, I'm more excited to play Strive and do all the achievements on Strive. I don't know about this one. If it had some cool combo trials, I would definitely check it out.
Are there combo trials?
There are,
but
I think so.
not that many.
Yeah.
Not very fun, right?
They're just mostly introductions rather than like full-blown combo trials.
If you think the Fighters
love
ones aren't
BBTag.
that great,
Chat.
you aren't gonna like these.
Right. Chat, I love BBTag, okay? I love it, but the time has passed now, okay?
Yeah.
The time has
Yeah.
passed.
Oh, look, I love BBTag too. I enjoyed the hell out of it when I played it for a while, and I loved our tournaments, the leagues that we had.
True.
The game looks amazing. Like, it really looks fun, and people had a lot of fun playing it. I really enjoyed commentating those tournaments. But yeah, the time has passed.
The time has passed.
Even Strive, which I'm just gonna go there and do a few matches, get all the achievements. It's still alive, Strive is still going. I don't know about BBTag, but
DNF has been thrown away, and we still are not bringing back BBTag. Yeah, I'm sorry. The time has passed. It's the age of Street Fighter 6, the age of Tekken 8, the age of Mortal Kombat 12. Like think about how every year we are wondering if Dragon Ball will still be alive. So what chance does a game like BBTag have? Okay, like, let's be real. But anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of wondering if Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to make it to EVO, it did! Congratulations! Hey, the main game lineup has been announced, and a lot of interesting changes are here. So, first of all, Street Fighter 6, the most obvious thing ever. Guilty Gear, Strive, and I think KOF and Tekken 7, also super obvious. The rest, not so predictable. Dragon Ball FighterZ is back. Maybe one last time, but we say that every year, so who knows. Melty Blood, Type Lumina, back once again. That is
Let's
maybe
go, bathroom boys.
the underdog They made it up there, and very surprised to see Mortal Kombat 11 again, actually. Like, Mortal Kombat 11 making it this extra year, it kind of felt on its way out last year already. Like, the signups weren't even that great, if I recall correctly. But, yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, kind of a big surprise here. That said, they are going to have every year, and they are going to start this year, with a throwback tournament. And the throwback tournament this year is going to be Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which, you know, if you're going to have a rotating throwback tournament, there's no better game to start this with.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
Yeah, and you know what? It was great to see people that used to play this game competitively just go back to it.
Oh, yeah.
I saw Cloud the other day streaming, and he was like, fine. And you know what? I think we're going to have fun watching this one. I think this is going to be a very fun one.
I don't know. As a spectator, I find that game really hard to keep up with. But I'll give it a shot, you know. I always like to watch top 8s, or in this case, top 6. We'll get to it. But
you know what?
Yeah.
I played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, mostly again for just, you know, doing all the achievements and combo trials. I had a lot of fun. Combo trials were probably one of the most fun trials I played. At that time, I did have to play a few games online, but I didn't get the game. After playing Dragon Ball FighterZ and after watching Cloud stream the other day, I kind of got it. I was looking at the game and I was like, oh, this was the mix. Like, I remember him switching and locking the other, his opponent with like a super.
Yeah.
And then he jumped. And I think that was like probably a cross-up 50-50, but he stood on the same side and it's like, oh, I get this mix. I understand this mix now.
Okay, but no one can understand a Skullgirls reset? Gotcha, okay, cool.
Oh, that is way too much. That is way...
You just gotta watch it, I guess, just like you did with Marvel. You just gotta get
the problem with Skullgirls is you never know when in the middle of 120 hits combo there's gonna be a reset. That's the main issue. Like, oh,
there's no combo and there's no like the opponent taking out of a combo. Like, that doesn't exist, you know? No. It's just like, well, you're in a new one now. Oh.
Yeah, but this is exciting. I'm excited for this. Street Fighter 6, obviously. Like, come on, man. I cannot put into words how excited I am for this game. It's gonna be super, super hyped to watch this tournament.
Speaking of, oh my god, I didn't even put this in news. Street Fighter 6 just had the finals this weekend. Congratulations to Men RD for winning the Capcom Cup.
Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5, yeah. Congratulations for winning the Capcom Cup. I bring up Street Fighter 6
Dominican rep.
The fucking CEO of Capcom climbed up on stage and said, yo, Capcom Cup number 10. Next year's Capcom Cup, we're gonna put $2 million up for prize pool. The first place alone is gonna get $1 million.
Bro.
What?
Will you wake up DP for $1 million?
We were mind blown. I remember this time last year, we were mind blown because Multiversus put 10K for Evo. And now 1 million. Like,
can you? Okay, so here's the thing.
You can be a millionaire by playing fighting games for the first time ever.
Well, technically, because of taxes, you won't really be a millionaire.
Okay, all right.
But
okay, sure.
But,
900K.
Hey, if it was, let's be honest. If this was Portugal, we would be halfway through being a millionaire. Let's be honest. Half of our money would be gone. But anyway, $1 million. Wow. This game again. How I don't remember being this hyped for a game, and like it keeps doing everything well. Even the Capcom Cup is like $1 million. We're gonna break records. Come on, man. Amazing. Regarding the Capcom Cup 9, this is the first time I think a player wins the tournament twice. So which is crazy. I was rooting for Ending Walker, man. Me too. But so much. Menard
made it, and if anyone corrects me and says it's Menard, he picked his name. Okay, well it shows Menard on screen.
Menard, so it's Menard. Is please come on, man.
It's like
no one can say my name correctly.
You could underscore it or something, or do a dash. Menard. Anyway, I think Capcom Cup commentators need to get their shit together.
Congratulations.
They should learn how to read, but congratulations. Yeah. really insane news out of Street Fighter. Now, my paranoid brain, my conspiracy theory brain started ticking when I saw that announcement. And I thought, is this because of Project L? Maybe it is taking it a bit too far. But is this Capcom getting ahead of the fucking phenomenon that Project L can become and just saying, no, Street Fighter is here to compete with that?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I think you're right.
Is that a bad thing?
I think you're right.
No, that's not a bad thing. I'm just thinking.
Smart.
I'm just thinking. Is just the Riot announcement already having an influence at the FGC?
Of course. Big of an influence. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I think you're 100% right, because let's be honest, Riot has the money. They can just come out and say $1 million for Project L tournament. No problem at all, because their other games are the ones that are handling the most money.
I think before this announcement, Riot could easily just say 100K, and everyone would pop off. But now
they can't.
But now they can't. This might be Capcom's move.
Great. This was a great move. Didn't think about that. Yeah. That is awesome, actually. And now Riot is going to come out and say 2 million. I can say, look, I can see them do that.
Anyway.
I can see, and that way you would be a millionaire after taxes. That is, can you imagine that being the marketing plan? You can be a millionaire after taxes. Because Capcom can say that.
True.
Just have it in big brackets.
But that said, it's not all good news, and players are not happy that EVO made a big change for the main stage, where you will not be watching top 8s at the main stage in EVO this year. You will be watching top 6s. So that is to cut down on the broadcast time. Maybe, maybe increase the ad run time a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, if we look at last year, people were dead by Dragon Ball FighterZ. That one dragged, and it dragged for a while. So the decision is to make top 6. But that affects not only the broadcast, that doesn't just affect like what you're going to watch as a spectator, it affects the prize pools of the players, because only top 6 is getting paid out. Now, I saw a lot of takes saying, wow, imagine getting 7th place at EVO and getting nothing. Yeah, that sucks. So does getting 9th, though. Like, it was always an arbitrary number. Like, there's always going to be a cutoff point, and it's just, I think the reaction from players is just super negative, because it feels like something is getting taken away from them. But if you finish in 9th, you were in the exact same spot as you are now if you finish in 7th. It sucks. And honestly, you get top 10, top 15, top 20 in a 2,000 player sign up, you should be getting something, But that's not the reality we live in.
And let's not forget that the amount of money you made, even if you were 8th place, it's not really that good for EVO.
Yeah, but it's something,
Gonna be honest, doesn't even cover the expenses.
No, it doesn't, but makes the expense less expensive, That's something. I think the argument there is just, wow, imagine making it that far and walking away with nothing. Like, it feels like I wasted my time.
Here's and it sucks. It sucks. And it sucks that fighting games don't get as much money as others, but it's understandable. Not as many people watch fighting games compared to how many people watch League and Valorant and Counter-Strike, whatever. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. If you get to 8th place or 6th place or 3rd place even, and the money doesn't cover your expenses, I'm gonna go out and say it doesn't really matter, because the exposure you will get over that is probably much more important. And I know this is a sucky thing to say.
You got paid in exposure, but you're right. It's what brings in. It's what brings in the esports deals. It's what brings in the sponsorships.
It still sucks, man.
Yeah.
Still sucks, but I get it. Now, regarding the top 6 and how it's going to be broadcast, here's my problem with it. I don't mind it being just top 6, but if the amount of ads is the same as we add in top 8, that's gonna be fucking sucky, man. I don't like that. Well, this is just me speculating, but like if they have the same amount of ads, if top 6 runs for the same amount of time as top 8, with less matches and more ads, that's gonna be fucking boring.
I think the audience has to suck it up, and the FGC has to suck it up. If this is what it takes to run Evo, and have it be like everyone loved Evo last year. Everyone that attended Evo was like, everything is better. The conditions are better. The production is better. Everything's smoother. Everything's going super well. Like everyone that attended was like, Sony getting this was the right move. Yo, Pokimane is doing work here. So if that's what it takes, like suck it up. That's what it takes to grow the scene.
Yeah, I agree.
Go take a break, man. You don't have to watch the ads. I mean, I don't like ads either. It's boring, but like if we want things to be bigger, it's not gonna be able to stay the same. And I think like sometimes people complain, wow, only top 6 is getting paid, and if you get like 7th, you're not gonna get any money. And also, oh no, they're doing more ads. You can't have like shit needs to happen, you know.
That's true. And it's like like I was saying, like someone needs to push this forward. Someone needs to come up with different stuff that can hold these big tournaments, because fighting games are still behind. And whatever it takes, we need to try stuff out, you know. And like you said, sometimes we need to suck it up and just, if you enjoy fighting games, like, you're not paying to watch this stuff, so you know, watch the ads. It's sucky. I also don't like to watch the ads, but like, I'm not paying to watch the top 6 of Evo. I'm having a great time.
Exactly.
I'm not paying.
It's a free show.
Yeah, it's a free show, so I'm just watching ads, you know. It's not really
as a
big of
viewer,
a deal.
as a viewer. As a player, you know, you do pay to be there.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
It's different.
And honestly, if you're in top 6 waiting for those matches, getting tired on a different time zone, you know, but that's also being a player, man.
At that point, you've been there for at least 5 days, right? So
yeah. And if you get that far into the tournament, you're good enough that you've been there before. You're already used to it, I guess.
Yeah. Unless
you're just a prodigy, you know.
True. All right, let's kick out these final pieces of news. First off, Kazuya got announced, and Avatar Yaya tweeted, and I will steal that right now. Kazuya is actually playing in the Jump Force stage in 4K.
Yes.
What he's doing.
With better fucking graphics. Look at that, man.
This game keeps looking better. Every time they show it, I'm like, okay, it's looking better. Nice. Very
excited for this. I will not play this game online. I will not play this game competitively. I am 100% sure of that. But I am definitely gonna, you know, probably just buy this game, get all the achievements, do story mode, and have some fun doing combos.
Is it another 2-hour platinum? Just like 7?
Probably.
Right.
Probably. But you know what? I would have paid. That was actually free. I would have played for how much fun I had for, like, I think it was like 4 hours total. The story mode was just 2 hours. But then the rest, I would have paid, because I had so much fun with just going into story mode, going for the achievements, like use this, like, do this with this character, do this with that character, do a couple of matches even. And I had a lot of fun. And sometimes that's all you need. And Tekken, I think, deserves that. All the Tekken games I've played have been super fun to do. Just one of those achievement runs. And I think this is going to be no different.
I think Tekken is now in an interesting place, marketing-wise. I love when they reach this place of, like, doing character trailers. So we're going to get a bunch of character trailers for characters that have already been announced. And then they might continue with those and do actual character announcements. Which is what Street Fighter 6 is doing right now. Announcing 3 characters yesterday on State of Play. Zangief Lily, which is a new character, and Cammy. And until Rene saw this trailer, he had completely forgotten that he used to main Cammy.
Completely forgotten. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't say for sure. I think I did as many matches with Cammy online in Street Fighter 4 as I did with Ryu. Because I switched it up every now and then. Some of the matchups I preferred Cammy, and I completely forgot that, which is kind of crazy. And again, man, I can't say enough good things about this. Just inject this game into my veins. I can't. It's too much. Watching this, it's like I need this right now, and after playing it too, you know.
Yeah.
Zangief looks so. Oh my god.
Yeah, Zangief is looking scary. You know, a lot of unblockables, a lot of parries, big normals too. So we will see. I think this trailer is very heavy on Zangief. I mean, it might be my impression, but I was watching the trailer and I was like, Wow, they're still going with Zangief? It's crazy. There's these 3 new characters. Where are they?
Zangief also saved me from one of the toughest achievements in Street Fighter, which was complete the game on hardest difficulty.
Nice.
Without losing. Zangief, you could spam L1 and he would just spin, and that would give you everything. That was amazing.
This
really
is
good.
Lily, the new character. She's kind of got a wind gimmick, and she's got, I'm gonna say, those cultural weapons, and and she's kind of goofy. Like you're gonna see her super, like she just kind of messes up and falls on top of Blanca here.
Beautiful. Look at this stage, man.
This is a
She's based off
beautiful
of T-Hawk.
thing. T-Hawk
like
from
a-
Mortal
another
Kombat.
T-Hawk
I know
clan.
that.
Amazing. Just amazing. Just everything.
Yeah. So like right here, she spins too much, messes up, falls on top of him, and that's her critical art.
Here's the thing. At this point, and from this point forward, you guys can expect me to be fully biased, fully fanboy of this game.
Okay.
So any take I might give,
Yeah.
it is very biased because I'm just in. Everything. I love everything about this game.
True.
I'm so excited, man.
And there's Kami.
She looks so cool, man.
She looks a bit more cartoonish than a lot of other characters, I will say. Like her face is so perfect, like, in a way that the other characters aren't. Right? That's like the only thing that kind of looks off
that's a
about
grab.
her. But maybe she's just supposed to be a supermodel, you know? So
Like me.
I mean, she's a doll. That would make sense, yeah.
I look
She's a
like
doll?
I was looking drunk.
Yeah, that's like her lore. She's part of like the dolls.
is
characters.
that like the Charlie's Angels of Street Fighter?
Yeah, I'm not entirely that
I'm
sure.
dating myself. You don't know what the Charlie's Angels are.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well,
Habitated.
young man.
they're the cultural graph here.
Young
There's a
man.
generation.
The Charlie's Angels used to be like, there was a dude that had 3 beautiful ladies that did his mission.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
And
No,
also-
that Charlie's Angels. Okay.
The dude was Charlie, and the 3 beautiful ladies were the angels. And
This is coming from a very biased Street Fighter 6 fan. If your take after this trailer is, why is Cammy wearing pants? You're a moron. I'm sorry.
Bro, Cammy looks hotter with more clothes on. They're fucking wizards. How did they do that?
First of all, yeah, she still looks hot.
second
But
of all,
that's not
they're
the-
gonna pull her model and put it on Pornhub. What are you mad about? This game's coming out for PC. Just fucking chill.
Why are you mad about a pair of trousers? Why is that important in a fight?
It's good. It's good in a fighting game that she has trousers, because then you can focus on the fighting. You can't fap and fight at
Exactly.
the same time, man. You gotta separate the two.
We're getting the old costume anyways. There's nothing to be mad about.
I lost my ranked match
Because
you
there
were
were
looking
other-
at the S. Come on.
I look, sometimes I'm gonna put him on blast, but Vegeta's gets very distracted by ladies in fighting games. Sometimes I just counterpick them back in the day. Just counterpick them with like, okay, I don't know how to play this character, but I know he's gonna be distracted, so here we go.
Vegeta's, why were you mashing? I don't know.
That was my counterpick. Anyway.
And
let's
it's
get-
surprising because his main was Chun Li.
Oh well. Oh well. Let's go. Vegeta said he was gonna try to watch Around the Bush. I was just checking if he was. Let's move on into the big one. Naruto X Boruto. Is the X silent? That's the first order of business. X silent, yes or no? I'm gonna start the poll. Is the X silent? Yes or no? Ask your community. So Naruto Boruto. Naruto X Boruto. Is the X
Naruto
silent?
and Boruto.
Naruto and
I will forever pronounce the X in everything ever. Hunter X, Hunter, Spy X, Fame. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, is it silent? Yes or
banning it.
no? Let me know. Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Here's the announcement trailer for PS5 and PS4, but the game is coming out for other platforms too. We're going to talk about it later. Now, this was a very disappointing announcement, because as soon as you see this, you look at the gameplay, you look at the story mode, you look at all of this, it's like, oh, they're making the same game again. Wait, that chakra dash, this camera work, this everything, this is Storm 4. And the first reaction was very disappointing. That said, yeah, go ahead.
And not only that, this was on State of Play with very low quality. So like, we're thinking this game is gonna come out on new consoles, doesn't even look better. So it's just, it keeps adding up. Like, it's the same game, doesn't look better. What are we doing here? This is not what we expected.
True. Looking at the gameplay here, it is very, very Storm 4. Like, 1-to-1. It feels like they're putting that game out again. And because our expectation was, at some point, CyberConnect 2 is going to make a new Storm game. Because we saw leaks, we saw Bandai trademarking the name. So that was the exciting part. When the trademark happened, that's when we popped off and went, let's go, there's more Storm. But then the expectation became too high. Because if there were no leaks, then that reaction that we had back then, we would have it right here on this announcement. Now, the leaks happening is a bummer because of that. I think the leaks ruined this reveal for the community. 100% for the community. The community reacted poorly to this and did not enjoy it because the leaks happened. And number two, it ruined the announcement for CyberConnect 2. CyberConnect 2 was now unable to kick things off the right way with this trailer. What would have easily been like a hype announcement suddenly became a disappointment.
They were unable to meet the expectations of people that made those expectations themselves.
True.
Which is crazy, and it is so bad for this company, and it sucks so much that you're putting out a trailer and people's reaction is, "Oh, this isn't Storm 5." We never said Storm 5 was going to be a thing.
We never said. All we said was we are done with Storm. That should have been the expectation. We are not making more Storm games. And if that was the expectation, then this would be like, oh, cool. They are not done.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think the reaction would have been crazy because the start of this trailer does look like, oh, they're making another collection or they're remaking Storm 4 for the new consoles. But I think at the end, when you see that, oh, there's actually new characters. And then you look into like more info that we're going to look into on the website and like, okay, the story has been recut, so it's kind of a new story mode, but also probably a lot of recycled stuff from other games. So it's basically new story mode. There's basically new characters. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. This is them taking a game from a previous generation of consoles, putting it on the new generation, reviving it, and giving it a roadmap, giving it DLC, giving it long-term content. So, I really think that this is what is going on here. What 5 characters would you want to see? We can get into it. We can get into character predictions.
Let's leave that. We'll answer that one in just a bit.
Yeah. I think, and like, okay, so with JoJo, it was a PS3 game, so the remake was worthy, right? It was a game that a lot of people didn't get to play because PS3 was this weird console. But Storm 4 was on PS4. So you can't call this a Storm 4 remake. Like, that it doesn't make sense to remake a game that soon. So it's got to have something new. It's got to be a new packaging. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has a new story mode, the All-Star Battle mode. I don't think it's a good mode, but they sold that game as a game with a new story mode, and I think that's what they're doing here. But more than that, when Storm 4 came out, it wasn't normal for games to have this games as a service thing. Or actually, it was present in the industry, but it was very poorly received by the community. Like, people did not like games as a service. The same way some people don't like it now, but it's so mainstream that like a lot of people just don't care.
Yeah.
I think what this move is ultimately Bandai reviving Storm and making it a game that they can monetize long term. What sucks about this the most is that we are not getting a new Storm game. We might see like some changes in mechanics, but I wouldn't expect a different game from this. And people are going to have to pay full price because the price has been announced. It is going to cost $60. Pre-orders are up on Best Buy. This cover is ugly as hell. We'll get into the cover. But this is going to cost $60. It's not an upgrade from Storm 4 because it is a new game. It is Storm Connections. So it doesn't matter if you own Storm 4 or not. You're going to have to pay full price for something. It feels like you're buying the same game again, right? It feels like you're buying an upgrade to that game just so you can buy into this long-term monetization plan. And that is what's kind of sucky about this.
And here's the main problem. Because all of this is still a bit of speculation. And here's one of the issues. First of all, leaks fucking suck. Whoever leaks and knows that, you know, they're hurting the company, that fucking sucks. Every leak. I don't care. They have a business plan, they have a marketing plan. Even for us, the enjoyment of this trailer was taken away because of those leaks. So we would have been super hyped that there was going to be another Storm game.
I have said this before, and sometimes people like to create factions. Like, I'm on this guy's side, I'm on this guy's side. I think that if you've seen this reaction, if you've seen this trailer, you've seen the community's reaction, and you're still not convinced that leaks are harmful to the community, then I don't know how else to show you. I've been saying this for a long time. CC2, thanks to the leaks, can no longer just announce they're making a Storm game. They have to come out with a banger announcement on top of that. Like, that's what's been robbed from the community. That's what's been robbed from CC2. And now we're seeing that happen.
And if you feel bad, if you didn't like this announcement, if you were expecting Naruto Storm 5 and you still don't understand why leaks hurt an announcement, that's on you, man. That's really on you. But here's my point. Here's where I think Bandai messed up as well. Because even if you think this is a bit of a disappointing announcement, this trailer is kind of bad for many reasons. One of them, obviously, the quality of the graphics. I took a bunch of screenshots, and if you want to show them, it's on Footage Bridge. You can show them, because I was literally getting crazy over these screenshots that were taken just from the trailer. This is not taken directly from a game. This is taken from the trailer that has already been processed through YouTube. So, and they look fucking amazing. Look at how good these look. Bandai, okay, this was a state of play. PlayStation actually released these screenshots in 4K. Bandai has released this trailer in 1080p. They never released stuff in 4K, which is something that it is weird every time. Like, why don't you release this in proper quality, since one of the main things you're updating is the graphics, you know? But the other thing that I think Bandai did wrong is... What is happening?
What is happening? That's my question.
It's like the dragon is being filled with ice, and that black effect is like...
It didn't look
but
good.
the lines like the Rasengan effects, everything is just it looks amazing. And obviously you guys are watching this through the stream, but like I've analyzed this quite a lot, and this looks as good as Dragon Ball FighterZ in high quality. And I assure you guys, most of you have not seen Dragon Ball FighterZ in high quality. When you bump it up to the maximum settings, it's kind of crazy how good the lines look. Look at the Jiraiya, like the lines. They're so perfect. This is really cool. But yeah, the other thing that I think they did wrong is explain nothing about the game. And maybe this can mean that the game is not going to be that special, or they're tailoring this game for, to fit 4 games into one. They're probably going to do highlights, right?
Yeah.
Which means
the recut story is not going to be the story from start to finish. It's going to be highlights, 100%.
And here's what I think that could bring us a special kind of game. We could get very specific fights, very fun fights, where... here's the thing. I don't want to just keep fighting with one character versus the other character. I want boss fights. I want specific things happening. I want different boss battles. I want different mechanics. And I think if you do highlights of just the best moments in Naruto, that could be a possibility. What can also be a possibility is graphics look amazing, and they're creating new cutscenes with these graphics in mind.
I think you're so okay. Your hopes are really up there. I think they're gonna recycle so many boss fights, man.
Oh no, this is not hopes. This is stuff that they could do, and obviously them not showing could mean that they're not doing that. But I'm pretty sure I've seen things in that trailer that were not originally in the game. So they're definitely doing something new, and them not focusing on that, I think, was a big mistake. Even just like the highlights. Let's be honest. Would I like to have Storm 1, 2, 4 in a collection with updated graphics for $60? Sure. Highlights doesn't seem like $60 worth, but if you think about it, maybe the experience overall from Storm 1 to Storm 4 with highlights only, maybe it's going to be better because there's going to be less filler.
Bro, I will pay full price for a netcode update. Like, that one thing, that makes me pay full price for Storm. That would do it. I've just, but we've been disappointed by this stuff so many times. They're like, what's the expectation here? Like, they're kicking things off with this kind of announcement. I think the story, like, it seems like such a throwaway thing, honestly. And then you look at the gameplay and it's the same as Storm 4. Like, the pieces are coming together for something that is maybe not worth 60. I think the announcement, you know, without any expectations associated with it, is really good. It's like, yo, Storm is back. Storm is back, and it's going to be back for a while. We're just announcing 2 characters now, Ashura and Indra. And we're going to announce more in the future. Like, we have a roadmap. We have plans for this game. Like, that is modernizing Storm in a way that this game deserves. This game deserves to be an active arena fighter with constant updates, with this and that. But I think that's how far this is going to go. And I think charging $60 for people that have already purchased Storm 4, Road to Boruto, and maybe in multiple platforms too, like that, and not giving them an upgrade path when basically the gameplay is going to be the same as Storm 4, like that's scummy. Now, gameplay could be different. We'll be here to analyze that. We'll be here to cover any announcements. Maybe they show gameplay for the first time and you're like, whoa, hang on, what? There's only 2 subs? Now that's game changing. So that could be something, you know? Oh, wait, 6 substitutions? Let's go. Why stop at 4, you know?
Yeah. Infinite. What the hell? Just make it infinite.
Oh,
right?
That's going back to Storm 1.
I mean, the thing is, yeah, they have done this in the past where they come up with like Generations and Revolution, right?
Yes.
They came up with different play styles and different mechanics for those, right?
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Generations, how was that recut? How were the highlights in Generations? That story mode sucked. But it was exactly that. It was highlights of the Naruto story from the start until where it was at the time. Yeah. Well, that's where my expectation is, man. It's going to be a Generations. But if it is like a netcode Generations, like that was the best one according to many reports, so I'm excited to see that. I don't think that is like good netcode yet, but that is a step.
Yeah, that in specific I don't think will happen. The one thing I will say though is that Naruto Storm is definitely bigger than JoJo, and the amount of characters that they could bring to Naruto and the amount of content they could still bring to Naruto as like a season pass and DLC, if the netcode is good, they will have more players continuing playing the game.
Yeah.
So I think this is more likely that we would get something like that for Storm, because of the amount of players and because of the possibility of players remaining and, just being here and just getting new DLC over and over.
Right.
Because the netcode is good and they can play online.
Yeah.
I think that might warrant a netcode change. I don't think it will happen, but I think it's, if there is a situation where we would get a new netcode, it would be this one. Because again, like you said, we are now in an era where season passes and DLCs are a very good monetization system.
True.
So I think having a good netcode and having an online game that is alive and functions well is important for those sales. And I think JoJo is not more successful because of that. I would be buying all the season passes for JoJo if it wasn't for the net. I would be playing JoJo if it wasn't for the netcode, because I really enjoy that game. But the netcode is just impossible to play, and Naruto is somewhat impossible too. So I don't know. I think this is as big as it's gonna get when it comes to budget and importance for them to actually come up with a new netcode. If it doesn't happen here, it will never happen. That's
Right.
it's the last one I would say. But
Not for Naruto, but yeah. It would
Yeah,
never
well-
happen for Naruto.
we'll see. This is my take. If this game wasn't 60, because again, we've all wasted so much money in Naruto games, and this is gonna be recycled. If this wasn't 60, if this was like 40, just the graphics alone.
If it was the JoJo price, which was 49.
if it was just JoJo price, just the graphics alone and how much I was impressed by the graphics, I wouldn't mind reliving all those cutscenes and all those quick time events in 4K 60 frames per second. I wouldn't mind. I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't.
Maybe. I think, I think if there is something new to this combat system, then this indeed was a bad announcement. This was actually a bad trailer, because what this trailer makes it look like is that it's Storm with bells and whistles. It's Storm 4, it's that game, but we're gonna bring new characters. That's what the trailer makes it seem like. I totally believe there will be new mechanics. I totally believe that.
Seems super possible.
Yeah, I think this is a Generations type of deal, right? So they update the combat system.
Even if it is, like you said, just 2 subs instead of 4.
Whoa, yeah.
Even if it's that, it's going to change the game, right?
Right, yeah, totally.
That will change the game.
That said, it's not... that's not what they showed, and so this is a little bit offensive. Now...
Wait. Ragnar says 40 for the same cutscenes with better performance is not enough for half of the fans. You are so wrong.
Look, man, with 60, they've already did a checkmate on this. This game is a checkmate. It is a genius move. It is a genius business move. I think it's a bit scummy, but here's how genius of a move this is. This game comes out, and like Storm 4 is surprisingly active. It's impressive how long that game has stayed active online. It's still active today. What happens to a Naruto game when the sequel comes out? Well, what's going on with Storm 3 right now? What's going on with Storm Revolution? These games are dead. Because the sequel comes out and the community moves on. If they put out the same game again, like, the community is going to move on. And you, on Storm 4, you're going to be forced to buy the new game, even if it is the exact same game, just to keep playing it. Because otherwise, you're going to be playing a dead game. That's how genius of a move this is.
And Ragnar says, bro, everyone that cares has legacy. Yeah, and everyone that cares will have Storm connections. I get your point. I think you are in the right, but your opinion is very specific because every other player is going to buy this game. It doesn't matter if it's 60 or 40. This game will be bought a lot. This game is going to be super successful. And I get it. 60s is kind of high for just playing cutscenes in 4K with very good graphics and 60 frames per second. But it would still sell because it's Naruto.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I do think that story is a big deal. I think in the Storm games, story is a big deal. I think right now we, as a community, we care a lot more about the multiplayer side of things. But that's not where I used to be when I was younger. When I was younger, I cared about story first and foremost. So to me, Generations and Revolution sucked. Like, those were bad games because the single player content was bad. But I really liked the mainline Storm games. I mean, the first Storm, not so much because that story mode is not good. But the other Storm games, like, those were some of my favorites. I loved reliving the story of Naruto through those video games.
Yeah.
How good is this going to be? These highlights and whatnot? Or it's all speculation. We don't know right now. That's what reviews are for. It's no point in doing it. And if I'm calling this the same game as Storm 4, I'm talking about gameplay specifically. Okay, like I'm not talking about. Of course, it has new characters and a new story, Lemony Skull. But if I'm saying it's the same game, it's because same gameplay mechanics. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and let's be honest. If this is a highlight of the story, if just highlights, even if the graphics and the same cutscenes look beautiful now because of the graphics and 60 frames per second, it's still gonna be the same 1v1 fighting and substituting that you've played throughout the years. That's what we mean. Just a simple change of mechanics would be pretty good in that regard. And honestly, like, if they could just make some different types of battles, like you said in the video, the fight with Shukaku, is it?
Yeah,
Shukaku
in the first Storm, yeah.
It doesn't hold up.
No.
Are they just gonna redo that?
Yes, they have to.
There
is no way they put that boss fight in this game. There is no shot. If they did, then the whole game is a cash grab. That's it.
But if they
do that for that boss fight, they're gonna do that for all the boss fights.
Well, what if they actually came up with like different things for those fights?
Okay,
and then the rest.
Then it's a new story mode.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's my point.
That's
like,
exciting. That's exciting.
I can
100%.
see them doing that, and then the rest would be just fights as usual. But if at the end of the chapter you have like sort of a different type of boss fight, good. I think I like that.
I don't know. I think if you make a story mode, and just like JoJo recently, and your story mode is basically something you could recreate in versus battles, just like fighting against the CPU, like. If your story mode is, well, now Naruto is going to fight against Sasuke, and it's just the battle system against the CPU, that's not a story mode. That's something you can just, like, pick those characters in versus mode and play. Like, that doesn't count as content for me.
That's not good.
It's not what it is.
I agree.
Now,
and I think
if it is a story mission where, like, it is you versus Sasuke and it's using the gameplay systems, but then it interrupts the round and a dynamic event happens and there's a quick time event and it changes stages, it changes characters. Like, now that's a story mission. Now that is content, you know?
The other thing...
The reason why... sorry, just let me finish. But, like, JoJo's All-Star Battle Mode, and so many people disagreed with me on this. They're like, no, this mode is fire. You can unlock shit. Like, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Because what you are playing is basically going into versus mode and picking those characters. Like, how is this amazing content? Like,
it's not
to
good.
me, it doesn't count.
It's not a story mode. It's just like sort of an arcade mode. Yeah. Like, the one thing I could, for example, Storm 2, the way Storm 2 functions, and it does have its boss fights, which I always find fun because, again, it's different. You're playing a different game. But even when you're playing just battles as if you were playing with another player, there's a path you walk towards that. There's more content. There's like, you need to travel from this part to this part with like that fixed camera angles. There's like different missions that you can complete as well. So that adds something. That's not gonna be in this game. This is gonna be literally. And this is not confirmed. This is me speculating, but I'm 99% sure that this is going to be, like you said, JoJo. Yeah. You pick the fights. Something's going to happen in that fight, and that's it. There's no traveling. There's nothing like that. Right. You just pick chapters. Right. It's going to be chapters. I don't know if probably arcs, and then you select the fight, and that's it. Maybe you get a cutscene. Maybe you don't even get a cutscene. Maybe you PNG of a character and the text. We don't know. That could happen.
Speaking of PNGs of characters, let's finally talk about this cover, man. This cover has 5 Narutos. It has 0 Borutos. Why is Boruto in this title? There's 5 Narutos. But here's the worst part. The background may be blue, but you are not fooling my eyes. This is Demon Slayer's Nezuko fucking pattern. 100%, 1-to-1. That is her pattern, man. Like, what are they doing? That is that.
Wait. This was...
That's that.
Where have I seen... Wait. Give me a second.
That's that.
Let me do a quick search
Nezuko pattern.
Let me do a
Wait,
quick search
what
here.
what is wrong
How
with
about
you?
that cat crab?
What is
Demon Slayer. Let me visit this Demon Slayer website.
like what is?
Kimetsu, because I think that's the pattern.
No,
that
okay,
they
it's
had
a
on-
common pattern, and that is totally fine. These are the developers of the Demon Slayer game. They cannot use this. This is not. This is a Sega game, and they put that on the Bandai cover.
Oh my god, this is so funny. This is really funny. Oh, I can't find it. We've used that pattern.
We've used this pattern. Yes.
definitely
It's
used
also
that
in the
pattern.
background of the Demon Slayer game. They straight up had the asset and recolored it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thought process
Not
behind.
the same pattern. Bandai Ragnar. That's so many bad takes in a row. You gotta get banned, man. At some point, you just gotta get banned. There's too many bad
at some
takes.
point, the bad takes will only get you so far. Here's my thing. I think they came. They sat in a room and said, okay, let's put the same amount of Narutos as the same amount of games we've sold these dickheads, and they keep buying.
It's not, there's more. There's more, man.
There's more.
There's more than 5. I'm sorry.
Each Naruto represents one of the games we fucking bought that was the same as the last
This
game.
is the 6th game. If we don't count like different versions, like Storm 3 full burst. Like if we don't count those, this is game number 7.
Jesus, man. This is for real though. This is.
They forgot Revolution was a game. Is what.
It is not that important, but like this cover is atrocious. It's really bad. Like it seems like someone picked up a pattern that they had for a previous game and just picked up a bunch of random PNGs and just stitched them on there.
Dude, and I was like, surely this is not it. Surely this is a placeholder. Surely this is not the cover. And then I go to the website. I'm like, okay, well, this is the official website. It is in Japanese. And actually, let me get Chrome in here. Let me get Chrome, because Chrome is going to do some translating work for us. Please go to Chrome.
Here's my thing. Street Fighter 6 cover looks better than this. And that's
not a bad
something.
cover. Like okay, gamers need to chill, man. Like, this music is bad. This cover is bad. Gamers don't like shit. It's crazy. Gamers
I don't think
like
the
video
cover.
games.
I don't think the cover is amazing. Here's the thing about the cover of Street Fighter 6. All of everything that's been shown about Street Fighter 6 is perfect, and then the cover is just okay. And that's the main issue. It's like everything else is just perfect.
Okay. Let's get this website translated. Alrighty. Yes, that's what I asked. Okay, so we got the website. The website's gonna have some more info. Definite edition commemorating the 20th anniversary. It's here. Welcome new Shinobi and update the maximum number of playable characters in the series. So we got Indra and Ashura announced, and they are the first of many characters to come. So list of playable characters. Let's go. Also, anything else here? Not really. Okay. List of playable characters. There they are. Ashura and Indra. And you got all the other ones. So I guess this is a good time to finally make good on that donation. And 5 characters you'd like to see. Go.
5 characters I'd like to see. The dinosaur.
Okay. We're
the
gonna get
main-
the troll answer from
kidding.
Rene. The
I'm
dinosaur.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. Obviously, Kawaki and Boruto as
There's
teenagers.
3 Borutos. Oh, okay. You got. You want. Teen Kawaki and Teen Boruto. Okay. Okay.
But Barian mode is obvious. That one is obvious.
Yeah.
That one's very obvious.
And actually, that's a good thing, because right now we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Narutos. Huh? So that would be Naruto number 8.
Oh, we have more Sasuke. Wait,
yeah, we have more Sasuke's. That's where I was going. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Sasuke's.
Oh my
so that
God.
would be the same number of Sasuke's and Naruto's. Finally, you know?
What's the name of the Jiraiya guy?
The chat. Jiraiya guy from Boruto. You got this. Koji, yes.
Koji looks cool.
True Boruto fan, biscuits. Let's go.
and then we need to have one of the moon people.
Moon people.
Jigen was cool though, but I don't think he's not a moon guy,
You want
is
Ishiki,
he?
don't you?
No, Jigen.
Oh, you want Jigen?
I don't like Ishiki. He throws cubes. What the fuck, man? Jigen, I think, is much cooler.
Okay. So
I
this
think
is
it's
Rene's list. Mine is very similar. I would remove these two. I would also add just Kawaki because he's not playable. So like current Kawaki.
Oh, he's not playable.
No, we don't have him.
Ah, well, I'm fine with Teen Kawaki then.
No, you wanna replace someone?
No.
One more. Tonton. Anyway. Do we have
We all want Tonton, but that's not gonna be.
Do you have adult Konohamaru? Is he in there?
Adult Konohamaru? Oh, really?
I don't
Really?
remember if he's there.
Are you serious?
I feel like we're missing some obvious characters, man. He's not there?
don't-
Yeah. Okay.
Uncle.
Anko?
Uncle is wait.
Anko is totally there. There's no way Anko is not playable in Storm. Come on.
Come on. You serious?
Maybe she used to be an assist only. Wow, she was in Ultimate Ninja. They removed her for Storm. Okay.
Crazy. I take it back then. I don't want the Jiraiya guy. Uncle is dope. You kidding me? Yeah.
Anko. Alright, I'll put adult Konohamaru. That's my list on the bottom. And
thank you for the donation, of course.
Yeah, thank you for the donation. Rena's list on the top.
I don't understand adult Konohamaru. I'm gonna be honest.
The game.
I'm not here to judge.
The game
Not
stopped.
here to judge, man.
Oh, you don't understand my pick? Okay.
Yeah, adult Konohamaru. It's just I'm not judging. I'm just
I feel a bit judged.
just a little bit. Okay. it was a little
Somewhere on this website, it also says. Oh no, it's on the Best Buy pre-order page. It says that what was it? The story mode will have recut stuff from the whole series, from the 4 games, but also include a new original Boruto story. So there will be something new and exclusive to this game that hasn't been seen before. Which, every time they do filler in video games, it's so boring. But it did give us Mecha Naruto as a character, so hey, maybe. That's the news. I think we covered everything on the Naruto announcement. C4, I saw you in chat asking for the TLDR of Naruto, so let's just cover 500 episodes in 10 seconds. How about that?
Okay. Boy, as evil being inside, he changes the world because everyone likes him, and people are that were evil are now good. And then some people from the moon try to invade Earth, get slaughtered, and end of story. Was that good? I think that was good. Pretty much covered it.
That's very good. All right.
It was very good.
Yeah. Aliens. Let's move on to questions. Yeah.
Technically,
before the Q&A, it's time for a small announcement. We will announce this properly over the course of next week, but you guys get the exclusive because you are loyal live stream viewers. So you guys get to know this ahead of time. We are doing a subathon. We've said so many times before, and now we know the date. The subathon will begin on March 10. March 10, the subathon begins. So does the new premium show, by the way.
Wait, we have the trailer ready for the premium show.
Yeah.
Should we
Should we?
show it? Cause why not?
I don't
Right?
have it ready here, but I can pull something off. Where is it on footage drive?
Let me see.
Mhm.
I do have that one here.
We could. Yeah, I don't know where it is, man.
Fuck.
I don't know where we put it.
Maybe I just exported a trial version to.
I think you put it on Discord, and that was it.
on Discord. That sucks.
Yeah, maybe we don't have it.
That sucks.
Maybe that
Unless
sucks. What?
Must.
But yeah, March 10 is when we're doing the subathon. It will be uncapped. That's why we're starting on a Friday. Like I know how big of a streamer I am, so I'm not expecting it to go into day 2 or anything. But in case it does, I put the weekend in front of me.
Yeah.
So it will start at noon my time. That is noon Portugal. That is 1 p.m. Central Europe, and we will go for. It's either 3 or 4 hours guaranteed, and from there it's all up to you. So we're gonna have the subathon. Yep.
Okay.
Bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna export this one real quick.
Where is Lars? That is the big question. Where is Lars in Storm Connections?
Yeah, I actually, one of the characters that I don't want is Lars. Makes no sense.
I think that was a fun collab.
Yeah, that was fun. Maybe Mecha Naruto. It's just annoying.
How could you not mention Six Paths Karen on your list? Damn, not a true Naruto fan. You know what? I'm with E here. How do I find you? E Air Force? I'm with E. Because E wants this character. I like this character a lot. She's a Mifune's student. So she's anime only. She's completely filler. She will never make it. But yeah, Mifune's student. That sounds good. I'll take her.
Okay.
Tsubaki? Sorry. I didn't ask her name. My bad.
I am now exporting the trailer of JoJo.
Cool. All right.
So we can do it after Q&A.
You will see. Why are you saying JoJo?
Shit.
You will see the
Leaks.
trailer for the new premium
Leaks.
show soon, and now you know it's JoJo. Anyway.
You just Warner Brothered your fucking
He
untrue.
just
I
did.
did
He
it.
just Warner Brothers
I
it.
did it. I did it. So shit.
The leaks will
Oh,
ruin
did you
this
hear about it
announcement.
just this week?
So, did you hear about Fantasy Storm?
Oh boy. Anyway, we're here for Q&As. So ask your questions. I'm looking at No Mic Voice on Discord, and I'm looking at the chat. Brenged, we're here to answer questions for about, I don't know, 15 minutes. Sound good? When's Genshin? Hogwarts still in progress. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna have to fill a bunch of time during the subathon. That sounds like a good game to fill time. Whenever I want the subathon to end, I'll just play Genshin, and people will leave. I think that's a great idea. I have not caught up with Nier Anime. I've been catching up with My Hero. Pretty good. My Hero is pretty good. It's at a point now where like I haven't read the manga, because I read the manga for that whole season, but I didn't read after like the big war stuff. So I've been enjoying
Trailer
it again.
is uploaded, by the way.
Nice. Are you doing the Teach Me series with Poison Okami anytime soon? Yes, I've reached out to Poison Okami. We were supposed to do a video this week, but we had to reschedule. So we rescheduled to next week, and now Naruto Connections happened. So I don't know where that leaves us. Monday I'm gonna like do a bunch of shuffling of videos, like to see what we're gonna publish during next week. And I mean, you guys saw that me and Afro were talking, and Afro at the end of that call was like, yo, I want to call you next week, and we're gonna do something. So there's all of that stuff in the air, man. Like, I do not know when that's happening, but yeah, I mean, now that I've seen Storm Connections, it just seems like I need to get good at Storm 4, because it's gonna be the same game. So that's cool. Make your review for Fist of the North Star boxing? 100% not. You gonna enjoy waking up at 6 a.m. tomorrow for Grand Blue? I'm not doing that. I'm waking up at 11 a.m. at the end, watching the trailer. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe we could have a different one. No need to react.
Yeah, the video is gonna be a little bit bigger than the reaction itself. Title and thumbnail are not gonna be about the character, so we don't have to post it as soon as it's revealed. But we are gonna post it tomorrow.
It's cool because I'm gonna do a big hike tomorrow, and
Oh my god.
it would be
Ender.
what is this?
Ender made
I don't know. Tier list maker fucked me up. I don't know why it's so small, but yes.
Ender made a tier list of characters he's interested in. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
it's a-
this is all the characters?
Yeah, all the characters that have been announced.
Here's
Oh, that have been
most
announced. We
interested
don't
in-
know if it's the
Yeah.
whole roster. Okay.
No,
here's-
that's the whole roster.
Yeah, this is
This entire base roster. Yes, full roster.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
the weird part about this is that Ender is definitely gonna try every character.
Correct.
I know for a fact that he's gonna buy this game and play it.
Well, I'm not touching
consistently.
Dalsum. You will pay me to touch Dalsum
Send
first
me,
off.
send me a link to that tier list maker. I'll
Okay,
make
give
it
me a
live.
second.
I'll
the
make it
fact
live.
that you have Guile at the very bottom. You're banned.
But Guile goes to the bottom for me.
I also fucking hate fighting Guile, so I'm gonna hate playing Guile.
Guile goes to the bottom for me.
You're definitely banned.
Jesus, I want to try almost every single character in this, unless they're charge characters.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Like, tell me who the charge characters are. I'll put them at the bottom frame 1. That's how this tier list starts.
So you have definitely Guile,
Yeah.
Blanca,
Yeah,
Chun-Li,
yeah. Blanca's charge? Fuck. Kinda like Blanca.
it's charge, right? I think at least he used to be.
Yeah, Blanca's charge. I think
Yeah.
it's charge.
Onda,
Yeah, right.
Onda as well, right?
Yeah.
DJ's charge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where's Chun? Chun, Blanca. There you go. That's 5 characters I'm not touching.
Because charge. Yeah.
It's 5 characters I'm not touching. Not for me, Chief. Not for me, Chief. Helping the names of the tiers. Actually, you don't even have this.
Yeah, but I say like 5 is necessary.
Nope. Main. Interested. And finally, whoop. Maybe. Okay.
Dalsim
Interested.
for me would be a maybe actually.
I'm interested in
He's
Dalsim.
very weird.
Don't like Dalsum.
I'll say maybe. I'll say main. I'll say main. I'll say sure, maybe. Nope. I don't like Marina's design at all. So she goes down there. Kami might be main. Kimberly main. Lily main. And I think interested. Maybe. I think that's it. There you go.
I like it.
That's my thing. You want to make yours, Rena?
I
it
would
also
switch.
gonna have no charge
It's
characters?
very easy
Okay.
actually. I would switch. What's the second the second character from your main?
This is,
The one
this is
you
Jamie.
played, Jamie. Yeah, I would switch Jamie with Jury. Zangief, definitely interested. Yeah, and then Ryu, of course, main.
Yeah, I don't like White Bread.
Dalsim with Luke, and that's it. That's pretty much my list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's Rena's.
That guy with the pole, like the maybe guy. I don't know. I guess I
Yeah.
could try him out,
These
but
characters are weird, so it's always a maybe for me.
it's mostly like I'm gonna start with what I'm used to in this game, and then maybe try out. Because when I played Street Fighter, I was not very good at fighting games.
Right.
Well, at least I didn't understand fighting games as well as I do now.
I need to save this. Do the faves.
You,
Alright.
Globco and Rene, what's your favorite Storm 4 characters? Itachi. Itachi is my favorite character. Period. Of everything.
Well,
Just
but in
the best.
Storm, the moveset matters, right?
Yeah, so but I don't. Yeah. I don't play that much Storm, especially competitively, so I actually don't know.
I don't know. Storm favorites, probably Rock Lee. It's just the one I vibed with the most. Like, I feel like when I press a button, an attack comes out instead of 5, so I don't have to wait to press the button again.
I see.
Because the buffer system in Storm, like, it buffers inputs for like 2 seconds, man. It's crazy. Hard to get used to. You really have to, like, okay, if I press this button and then I press jump and dash, the game will remember, but first it has to finish that whole animation. And it's really hard to get used to that. Any animes you want to get a fighting game that haven't yet? Yes, all of them. Bleach.
All of them.
Bleach, Naruto, the JJK, My Hero, all the
Bring back Soul Eater.
One Piece.
My Hero would be dope. I don't think JJK for me would be the way to go.
What?
I don't think fighting games would be the way to go for me.
That is like one of the main, man.
What have you seen? Have you seen our video regarding the JJK, the JJK game of your dreams?
That's a good concept, but so is Fighters. That's such a fighting-centric anime. It makes so much sense.
That's I guess. But like the most of what you're fighting in that is weird, and I don't think it would be easy to translate into a fighting game. Like all the not the demons. What are they called? Spirits? I don't know if you could necessarily translate them into playable characters, you know.
The main curses, you can totally do it.
What about that curse from the movie? The one in that in the building.
You can have like those like
Can you imagine?
gigantic curses. Those are like boss fights, but you can have the guy controlling the curses from the movie. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
What's your guys' predictions for Kaguya moveset in Shinobi Striker, including the class typing? Class type is impossible to predict because there's no logic to how they do it. They will come up with a moveset and then they'll just put it where they feel like it. So many characters have come out that's just like, what? Naruto is a heal type? What the fuck? Yeah. So, regarding moveset, I think she's gonna have Ora punches. Ora. And they're gonna give that to someone who is not attack types because attack types just got it. So they might do like some different properties there and give Ora punches. I think she'll have what else?
I think that's
What's her ultimate? What's fucking Kaguya's ultimate? She turns into a rabbit, right?
Here's so I can see them doing something with the, but they've already done that with the Madara's ultimate, like the moon and the flower and the way they become cocoons. But I think one thing I would love to see, and I don't know how would that translate to Shinobi Striker, is like the way she shifts. Like it's not realms really. Yeah. She doesn't go to other realms.
It's dimensions. Yeah, sure.
I wonder how they're gonna pull that one off because I think that's one of the main things, like different realms.
I think she's just gonna summon that stuff from the other realms. Like she's gonna summon lava. She's gonna summon
lava. Yeah. Snow maybe. I don't know.
You press a button and it's like the Ginyu Force. Like every time you press it, it's a different element that comes out.
Can you imagine like in an area of effect, you summon lava?
Yeah, and there's when it's the lava turn, but then it's the wind and like, oh fuck.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah. That'll be nice.
It's like the Ginyu
Force. but that's ultimate material, right?
Maybe. I mean, you want to do it a lot, right? Like you want to have it on a rotation if it's a Ginyu Force type of ability.
Yeah, but if it's like a AOE, imagine like an AOE effect where it lasts for like, let's say 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and you use the jutsu buttons to swap between whatever you like.
Right.
And it's like a big area of effect, and it's strong.
Yeah, maybe.
I can see that being the ultimate. Oh, that'd be cool. Ooh, I like that.
We got some good ideas. Glob, any updates on JoJo's reading? Yeah, it's the same. I need to restart part 7. Is it 7? The horse part. I'm gonna restart it when I pick it up. But I don't know if that's the next thing I'm reading. So we'll see. After finishing Bleach, like I'm catching up on anime now, and we'll see what's next. I'm not convinced it will be JoJo. Maybe.
I see a question. You lot ever think Shinobi Striker will ever get a sequel like this? We actually talked about this in a ATB a couple of weeks ago. No, and that's why we want more content, because Shinobi Striker is the one thing, and I don't think that we'll ever get a sequel. And that's good that we get so many
Sold so
DLCs
much
for it.
though. I think we might see a Shinobi Striker too. I think just
Yeah.
like Xenoverse, they might like rebuild that game from the ground up with all the lessons they've learned so far. Because like for as much hate as it gets on Twitter, the game's super active and very successful. So we could see a second one. Totally.
Yeah, I'm just not smart enough to understand what type of game they would make.
Oh, they'll just
that
make
would...
the same game again, like Xenoverse. But like they built Xenoverse 2 to last, right? With using the lessons from the first game, they built the second one to last. And look how long it's lasted. I could see them doing that. Shinobi Striker. Why won't they? Why do you think Shinobi Striker won't add new maps? I don't fucking know. It's probably expensive for them. They have to make choices. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's look, it's a game. It's not because of how the map looks. It's always about balance. Shinobi Striker is such a hard game to balance on its own that creating new maps must be really tough. Just the design itself, and then the like how it looks. That's the easy part, I believe.
They had some cool ideas for this one, for sure, for this season. Have you any other thoughts on Booty Shooter that weren't expressed in the video? No, I saved those for the toilet, and they're up.
Yes.
Is where I masturbate.
Why did you have to say it? We all knew.
Good job.
Just in case
Congrats,
you thought.
you finished the joke.
Just in
Like-
case you thought I was going to the bathroom to do something not perverted.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
You know, like
you
play Nikkei.
could have just left it, you know?
I could have just left it. Any non-fighting game anime you'd like to see?
JJK, Dream Game.
Yeah, like a horror game, JJK. would
Such
be
a
really
fucking good
Chainsaw
idea.
Man, Devil May Cry.
cool. No.
Bleach Devil May Cry. Another video that we made, you know? We're good at this,
Now
man.
that.
For real, though, like, barring those two, that definitely great ideas that we had. But other anime genres that I don't think have been done.
Bocchi the Rock Guitar Hero. Whew. Nice. Did you see the state of play yesterday? There was a rhythm game. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Bocchi the Rock could actually like do something like this. The first thing I thought, actually. What do you lot think of how Bandai has been moving recently with anime games? They are popping off, but they're doing a lot of quantity. I've been liking on quality a little bit. I like the games as service plans that they have, because like if you enjoy Kakarot, you're gonna enjoy Kakarot for such a long time now. It's not a one and done thing. Like I'm looking forward to the DLC. I'm looking forward to so much stuff coming out of Kakarot. But then they also make these Dragon Ball The Breakers, you know, and they make that game and they promise 4 seasons, and you're like, ugh. All right, we won't see any new Dragon Ball stuff while this is going, because that was the plan, and now they're committing to it. But they are doing a lot. Like even if a lot of what they're doing isn't stuff that we're playing necessarily, like they're super active. Like Gundam's still going.
You know what? You know what game I want to see? Another anime game I want to see, and I think that will happen at some point. Scarlet Nexus 2, one of my favorite
Nexus
anime
2.
games that we'd have ever covered on the channel.
Let's do it.
Amazing game. I love that one.
Let's do it. You watched Bocchi? I did. Chainsaw Man needs to be action horror. Be gory as hell. Would fit better as a Musou game? I don't think so. I think the first episode fits as a Musou game, and that's it. It's just killing the zombies. Everything else is boss fights, man. How does it fit with a Musou game?
I can see Code Vein first, then Scarlet Nexus. Did Code Vein sell well? Because I think Scarlet Nexus was
I feel like
much better
keeps
received.
getting pushed, man. I agree with you, but But the Code Vein push is huge. I saw a lot more marketing for Code Vein than I saw for Scarlet Nexus back then. I see that game going on sale a lot more often than Scarlet Nexus, and now it's coming out on PlayStation Plus. Like, they're making moves for Code Vein in a way that I think Scarlet Nexus hasn't gotten any moves.
But that could mean that Code Vein has not gotten the sales that they want, and they're pushing stuff because it didn't, and they're making like sales and sales. Okay,
I don't know.
So this, do you think Ronaldo is a washed player now? Ooh, that would get me going, but no, I don't think so.
I haven't watched his games, so I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, I watched some stuff, and he has been involved in every single goal in the past few games, being it scoring or. But as you said, is that league as demanding? You know.
Yeah.
So that's a good. It's a good point. But do I think he's washed? No, he's in an unbelievable form. He unfortunately has gone through some stuff. That mind is not where it should be, and I understand why he's like that. Tough situations, but you know, I don't think he's washed. No, I think he's still has a lot to offer. He's in better shape than most fucking players over under 35 or 30.
Vegetas, I do hope he is washed with all that money. It would suck if he actually smelled. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, Subathon on March 10. So exactly 2 weeks from now. Around the Bush will be a part of the Subathon. But we'll talk about it more next week. There's another Around the Bush coming up. Next week, we're also going to finish that Dragon Ball game, Dragon Ball The Legend. We had a bunch of technical difficulties last time. But we figured them out live on stream. And we are going to finish it next week. Guaranteed. We are going to finish it. We are going to finish it. Yes, remember when like bad jokes used to end around the bush? We should bring that back. Like a joke so bad that it ends the show. I mean, then we keep score.
Are you playing the End of the Universe already?
Yes.
Shit.
Can you not listen?
No. Today I don't have sound.
Oh, okay.
Because we had the trailer to show. That's what I mean.
Oh. Can I stop the End of the Universe? I don't think I can. Well, tune in next week to see the trailer for the new premium show, which is not JoJo.
Nah, just play it. Have the thing implode on the fucking thing.
It's not JoJo. I promise.
It's Injustice 3.
Bye. It's just coming.